Greg Smith is going to help us with this one, and we appreciate his help, and welcome to the City Council meeting. All right, well, we'll give you the proclamation once we've proclaimed it, and I'll get Greg Smith to lead us on this.
Well, this is really a great day because we often forget that we've got a forgotten history, and here we're honoring our first Texans with it. And Corpus Christi, before James Aubrey and Henry Kinney came here in 1839, we had native Texans camp on these shores for a millennia. So it's a great day that we're recognizing these first Texans. We honor the Lipan Apache tribe of Texas, Caracoa, Cadilla, Carrizo, Camrudo tribal nation, extinct tribes and any tribes absorbed by other tribes. We reflect on their culture, sacred medicine, and history that the coastal bend tribes bring to our beautiful, sparkling city by the sea. We are reminded of the many generations of resilient people who are here still guiding their families, greeting us with culture, and teaching us how important it is to preserve things around us. We also acknowledge their dedication they have to their families as they keep their traditions alive and strong. Through food, dance, rituals, and traditions, we see preservation of their sacred ways and respect their culture. We observe the Day of Indigenous Tribes of the Coastal Bend Day. We admire and would like to thank them for cultivating what has been lost. Through their lives, we see honor, peace, love, bravery, and resilience.
Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim October 23rd, Indigenous Tribes of the Coastal Bend Day in Corpus Christi, and urge all public officials, educators, and all citizens of the city to observe this month with appropriate programs and activities. And so we want to present you with this certificate, and if you'd like to make any comments to the folks.
Well, I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of you, especially the city, for this proclamation. We have been here forever and ever. People tend to forget about us, but we're still here. The government of Mexico, the government of Spain, the government of Texas, and lastly, the federal government tried to exterminate us, but as you can see, we're still here.
And we're glad you are. Yeah. So thank you very much. Let's give them a hand. Lucy, we'll kind of bunch up here and get a picture.
Proclamation. There you go. Yours. Thank you, sir.
I'm 34%.
She said here.
All right, those of you that are here for the celebration of family, come on down. Sure.
The council will allow it so I can wear it in the chambers?
Sure.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but can I wear my veteran's hat for the picture?
All right. All right, well, this one is for the celebration of the family. Whereas the League of United Latin American Citizens Council 4444 444. So just call 44444. All right. No, that's somebody else. All right. Whereas the League of United Latin American Citizens Council 4444, better known as LULAC Council 4444, was founded in Corpus Christi in 1999. Well, it'd been 1444 if you'd done that. Anyway, and advances economic condition, health, education, safety, and unity among all people in Corpus Christi, Texas. LULAC will be honoring 2018 four-star parents. They will honor the parents of families who have set the foundation of which will continue to build our city and who have helped bridge the values of strong family values. And whereas Corpus Christi is blessed with a multitude of families, an essential part of cultural, social, and spiritual fabric that is Corpus Christi. Families in Corpus Christi society are quite different from how our ancestors grew up. For example, families may be multi-generational, smaller, single-parent, interracial, multi-ethnic, or blended. Everyone has a role to play in making families successful, and whereas the family contributes to the creation of children's rich inner peace and readiness to perceive knowledge, moral, and ethical values. We shall take time to honor the importance of families and recognize the special connections that support and strengthen families year-round. Corpus Christi recognizes strong families at the center of a strong community. Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim October the 25th, 2018, the celebration of family in Corpus Christi, and encourage all citizens to recognize and express appreciation to LULAC Council 4444 and their distinguished honorees for their dedication and contributions to our community. And who's going to be the spokesperson? You're the spokesperson. Let me give you that, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you to the rest of the City Council. We appreciate y'all doing the proclamation for the celebration of the family and declaring October the 25th as the day to celebrate the family. I would like to invite a few of you to come to our banquet, which is on the 25th of October. I don't know why I said April. April Fool, maybe. And the reason I say just a few of you is because we only have 2 tables left, and we're going to be a sellout. So if you all need or want to go, be sure and let us know before we sell out. Thank you.
Well, thank you and the good work that LULAC has done. Let's get a picture, then we'll turn around here and see the council.
Proclamation. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Where's these? What you do with the paper?
Huh?
No?
I think
Okay.
that's it.
Oh, yeah, you got it from the thing.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah, by the time I list all the groups, we'll be done, right?
Oh, my God, that was thank you.
All right, next one, the proclamation is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. If you're here for that, come on down.
Oh, no, back here.
Councilmember Debbie Lindsay Opal is going to help me with this one.
Are you coming down?
She'll take your picture.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, what? I do, and I know Mayor has one. I know. That's usually me. Well, as everyone's coming down, I have to say that, quite honestly, I lobbied for Councilwoman Lucy Rubio to be presenting this, but she feels a little mobility challenged, so she was unable to take the time to come down. And it's great to see such a great group of supporters here today honoring such an important cause. As we observe National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, our nation joins in solidarity with those who are currently battling breast cancer, and we remember those we have lost to the disease. Too many Americans endure the pain and heartbreak of losing a family member or friend to breast cancer. Memories of our loved ones and their courage in the face of suffering drive us to find a cure. Death rates from this dreadful disease have decreased over time because of heightened awareness that's led to increased screening and improved treatment options. More than 266,000 women and 2,550 men will likely be diagnosed with some form of breast cancer in 2018. The statistics are sobering. 1 in every 8 women will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime, and breast cancer is the second most common cancer in women. Our nation's biomedical research laboratories, universities, and industry innovators are global leaders in discovering, developing, and advancing the medical breakthroughs necessary to better detect, diagnose, and ultimately treat breast cancer. During this month, we stand for those facing a breast cancer diagnosis, and we take a moment to thank our friends and family who tirelessly lend their support. And we pause to reflect on those we have lost to this terrible disease. By raising awareness and supporting research, prevention, and early detection, we will move closer to eradicating the disease.
Now therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim October 2018 as National Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Corpus Christi and encourage all the citizens to commend the efforts of the American Cancer Society, Coastal Bend Wellness Foundation, First Friday, South Texas Family Planning, and Radiology Associates for their efforts in educating women and men alike about breast cancer and the importance of early detection, emphasis on early detection, and annual mammograms, which will save lives for the research they fund to find a cure for this dreadful disease. And I've signed it on the 23rd of October, and we thank you. And who's the spokesperson going to be for this?
I think I've been elected. You want to hold that for me? Because otherwise I can't scroll through. I had to have a little cheat note here. First off, I am a bilateral breast cancer survivor. I have several other survivors here with me today, as well as we would like to thank Radiology Associates, Coastal Bend Wellness Foundation, Breast Friends, First Friday, the American Cancer Society, and South Texas Family Planning and Health Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so important to not let your chair be empty. Get your 3D mammogram. It will save your life. I am living proof after a misdiagnosis for a year and a half with breast cancer symptoms. It can save your life. So thank you all so much for proclaiming October Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Well, thank you, and we appreciate all the work you do. This is a champion group right here. Oh, and let me give you that. We'll get a picture here, and then turn around and say hello to the council.
Your face back there. You in the pink.
You're in the pink. That helps a lot.
Make sure your face is. Okay, ready everyone? 1, 2, 3. Two. Very good. Hey. Well, that's going to help you.
Still got more?
Yeah, you got 2 more. That's Paul. Let's help you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, The next one is Neonatal Abstinence Syndrome Awareness Month. Who's down for that? Come on down. Councilmember Wahardo is going to help me with this one. You got your thing?
I do, I got it. It's going to read Alpha, Kappa, Beta.
Hi. We don't want to read the room. I was reading that one. Good morning, everyone. I'm Paulette Wahardo. So this is the Neonatal Abstinence Syndrome Awareness Month. Abuse and dependence of prescription painkillers, heroin, and other opiates have led to an opioid epidemic in Nueces County and our state. Prenatal exposure to opioids may result in infant opioid dependency called neonatal abstinence syndrome, or NAS. Nueces County has the 5th highest NAS rate in the state of Texas. The number of babies reported with the diagnosis of NAS in the United States increased by threefold between 2000 and 2009, resulting in one child being born with NAS every 25 minutes. Prevention, education, public awareness, and knowledge of available treatment resources are crucial in reducing the physical, social, and economic impact of NAS. The March of Dimes and Project Link, a program of the Council on Alcohol and Drug Abuse, are working together to take on the problem of neonatal abstinence syndrome for the health and well-being of children in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I hereby proclaim October 2018 Neonatal Abstinence Syndrome Awareness Month and encourage all citizens to support the March of Dimes Project Link in their efforts to prevent and ultimately end neonatal abstinence syndrome in the coastal bend. And I've signed it on the 23rd of October, and are you the spokeslady for the, I'll present this to you and ask for some comments.
We're with Project Link, and we're here. She basically said everything that I was going to say. So thank you, and thank you to the city for proclaiming this. It's really important right now. It's a growing trend, so we kind of want to help in that fight. So Project Link is there for those if you know anybody who is struggling with this issue.
Thank you. And being number 5 is not a goal that we want. We want to be number 0. Right. So anyway, thank you for what you're doing, and keep up the good work. Let's together for a picture.
This end so I balance out. Paulette, can you go on that end so I can balance you? There we go. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one's all yours. I don't know. Do you want the paper or not? Make them shorter on the paper.
Oh, well. All right, our last one is the 11th annual face-to-face walk for memory. Who's here for that one? Come on down. Oh, I see several of them have my SFA Lumberjack purple on, so that's good. Come on down. We don't bite. Come on. All right. All right. Alzheimer's disease is a brain disorder which slowly deteriorates memory and thinking skills. It is progressive and irreversible, and there is no treatment to halt the disease. At 65 and older is a key at-risk factor in developing Alzheimer's disease. Experts estimate that as many as 5.7 million Americans may have Alzheimer's disease, and related dementias. The face-to-face Walk for Memory is the only event raising resources which remain strictly in the Coastal Bend community to provide much-needed respite support for caregivers and loved ones with ADRD. Providing a break for caregivers is essential to easing stress and maintaining good health to foster improved care for their loved ones. Our goal is to raise $75,000 to support Alzheimer's respite, education, and resource options for family caregivers in the Coastal Bend. November is National Alzheimer's Disease Awareness and Family Caregiver Month. The extraordinary physical, financial, and emotional cost of caregiving can be catastrophic. In 2017, 16.1 million family caregivers and friends provided 18 million hours of unpaid care to people with Alzheimer's and related dementias at a cost of $232 billion. Face to Face LLC is a local nonprofit organization founded by Nestor H. Prederio, MD, to promote awareness and education about Alzheimer's disease, connect caregivers to available community resources, and provide free respite care support for family caregivers. Therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I proclaim November the 3rd, 2018, the 11th annual face-to-face Walk for Memory in Corpus Christi, and encourage citizens to participate in the 11th annual face-to-face Walk for Memory on Saturday, November the 3rd, to honor loved ones with Alzheimer's and related dementias supported caregivers. So we want to encourage all of those. We want to thank you for what you're doing, and you're the spokesman. All right, I'll give you the proclamation and ask for a few comments.
Mr. Mayor, City Councils, in behalf of Face to Face, the nonprofit organization, we appreciate, recognize, and thanks all of you very much for the support. We are facing one of the most devastating diseases, not just in our community, across the country. We have an incredible amount of aging population developing Alzheimer's disease. And we don't have very much resources to work, and we don't have a cure for the disease. Therefore, your support and the way that the city of Corpus Christi has been embracing our efforts has been very important for us. And we, as a clinician, we promise to continue working with this. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much for what you do. So let's gather, let's get a picture, and then we'll...